Welcome to 5-Minute Chapters, the podcast where we summarize important writings on education and learning. I'm your host, Daniel Bowe, and in today's episode, we'll be discussing how to implement the technique from Chapter 2 of Harry Wong's Implementation Guide for the First Days of School. In this chapter, Wong emphasizes the crucial role the first days of school play in determining our success as educators for the entire year. So let's dive in and explore how we can make those first days count. The key idea presented in Chapter 2 is that what we do on the first days of school greatly impacts our success throughout the academic year. Wong stresses the importance of establishing consistency right from the start. Effective teachers have a script or plan ready for the first day, teach classroom management procedures that create consistency, and have lesson plans and procedures that promote student learning. To implement this technique effectively, Wong suggests 4 stages of teaching: fantasy, survival, mastery, and impact. Many teachers never move beyond the first stage, but the goal is to become an effective teacher who scripts the first day and week of school, creates a consistent classroom, and truly impacts and affects lives. Now let's explore some practical steps you can take to implement this technique in your own classroom. The first step is to prioritize establishing consistency during the first week of school. Think about an area in your daily life that is consistent, like your morning routine or exercise schedule. Consistency brings predictability, reliability, and stability. Apply this concept to your classroom environment, creating an atmosphere that is safe, predictable, and nurturing for your students. To achieve this, it's crucial to teach classroom management procedures. Start by going over essential procedures with your students on the first day. Explain the expectations for behavior, routines, and transitions. By clearly communicating these procedures, you set the tone for a well-structured classroom. Next, consider the content of your first day script or plan. Greet your students at the door with a warm smile and use an attention-getting signal to bring the focus to you. Incorporate engaging activities or stories that introduce your expectations, goals, and the exciting learning journey ahead. By scripting your first day, you ensure that important information is conveyed and that your students feel welcome and excited about the year ahead. Remember, consistency is key throughout the implementation process. Continually reinforce the procedures and expectations, review and critique them daily if needed, and make any necessary revisions. Seek feedback from your students through methods like peer observation, student surveys, or personal reflection. This feedback will guide your growth as an effective teacher. As you progress through the stages of teaching, reflect on the impact you're making on your students' lives. Remember that being their friend is not the goal. Earning their respect and broadening their knowledge is. Think back to the teachers you admired and how they inspired you without crossing that boundary. As we conclude today's episode, I encourage you to create a first day script that incorporates the elements we discussed. By scripting your first day and focusing on consistency and classroom management procedures, you'll be well on your way to creating a positive and effective learning environment. Go ahead and post those down in the comments, and we can compare notes. Thank you for joining us on 5-Minute Chapters, where we condense valuable education insights into bite-sized episodes. Be sure to tune in next time for another inspiring chapter. Until then, remember that even teachers need clip notes sometimes.